During a joint media interview on Sunday evening, President William Ruto emphasized on the necessity of increasing borrowing to sustain government operations after the unpopular Finance Bill 2024 intended to raise additional tax revenue was rejected. Ruto stated that the government would need to borrow an additional 346 billion shillings to cover the deficit, resulting in total borrowing for the 2024-2025 fiscal year approaching nearly 1 trillion shillings. Well, this stance, however, appears contradictory to his directive to the Treasury to reduce expenditure by an equivalent amount. NTV's Zainab Ismail provides more context.
We have dropped the finance bill. Yeah? What does that mean? It means we have gone back almost 2 years. It means that this year we are going to borrow 1 trillion shillings to be able to run our government. That's what it means.
This is what the head of state said his administration intends to do in order to keep the government operational. However, just 2 days ago, on the 28th of June, President Ruto had directed the National Treasury to prepare supplementary estimates to reduce expenditure by the amount of revenue that was expected to be generated by the rejected finance bill, the 346 billion shillings to be borne equitably by both levels of government. This begs the question of why the government plans to borrow an equivalent amount, thus increasing the debt load that would otherwise be reduced from the budget as per the President's instructions.
If anything, we have running programs in Kenya.
Further to that, the President also noted that funding to the offices of the First Lady, the Second Lady, and appointment to the Chief Administrative Secretaries would not be factored into the budget in the current financial year.
They have said, remove the office of the First Lady, the spouse of the Second Lady and all that. And I have agreed with them. They have said a couple of things that we already are in agreement.
Initially, the budget allocation for the First Lady, Rachel Ruto's office, was to be increased by 17.3% to 696.6 million, meant for the new financial year. The allocation to the spouse of Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua was dropped from 717.6 million to 557.5 million, which meant the budget for both the First Lady and Second Lady would have totaled 1.2 billion shillings in the new fiscal year, down from the 1.3 billion in the previous year. In the midst of public scrutiny, the President is faced with a delicate balancing act regarding his commitment to reducing non-essential spending and combat wastage of funds, while a restless young population increasingly voices discontent with the country's current state of affairs. Zainab Ismail, NTV.